everybody. This is Aaron Holloway again with another LitRPG highlights video. This one for Chrysalis, The Adventure Begins, which is another RR or Royal Road phenomenon, which has been transported over, edited, revised, and transported over to Amazon and the KU system through Aethon. They've done an amazing job, and the author, Rhino Z, has done an amazing job at really bringing this to life. Before I begin, let me just say this is the first highlights video I've done in a while, and that's mainly because over the last year I have personally been doing a trilogy for that same publisher, Aethon. And so the first of that will become, and working full-time, writing part-time, and doing a YouTube channel just didn't kind of mesh. So I had to cut something, and it had to be this for a little while at least. But I'm back. Hopefully I can do at least one of these a week, if not, more. We'll see if I can do that. If I can keep up that pace. All right, let's go ahead and start reading the description from the publisher. Anthony has been reborn, placed into the remarkable game world of Pangea, but something seems a little off. What's with these skills? Bite? Dig? Wait. He's been reborn as a what? Follow Anthony as he attempts to adjust to his new life as an ant in his new dungeon home. He'll have to learn how to survive, level up, and grow both himself and his bite-sized colony into a force to be reckoned with. That is a very accurate description of this book, and I absolutely have enjoyed this novel more than I have a lot of stuff that's been coming out recently, and that's saying something because I very much enjoy most of the stuff that's been coming out recently. So I have 5 major highlights for this book. The first is that it's largely family-friendly. This would be one I would be okay with, maybe my preteen reading or a teenager reading, young adult, or young person, young man or young woman reading. Maybe not for the littles, because there is a bit of violence and some, maybe inappropriate pot humor and things like that. But it's very family-friendly for anyone who should be reading chapter books in general. So that's my number 1 highlight. I'm always on the lookout for those. 2, it has a unique but a somewhat familiar concept. The book in general reminds me of So I'm a Spider, So What? But it tends to be more in depth with regards to skills, leveling, really the visceral growth that a lot of LitRPG really enjoy, that a lot of readers, including myself, really enjoy. And it takes the concept of like somebody reborn into a very weak creature, or a very weak monster type, and gaining power takes that very seriously. Whereas So I'm a Spider, So What? Is a little bit more humorous with regards to how it approaches the system. The system in this is a very serious idea, though there is a lot of humor, which is actually my second highlight, or my third highlight, which is this is a very funny book. The humor in general is great. It is difficult to do that kind of humor with a main character who's kind of stream of consciousing the entire book. We're in the main character's head, Anthony's head, a lot. Pretty much the entirety of the book. There's very little dialogue. It's mainly him screaming into the void, kind of a deal. And that can put some challenges on these types of novels. But Rhino Z has done a great job at still making it funny, still making it humorous, really focusing on character building, and like he's the main character, Anthony, is talking to us. That might be a sign of schizophrenia. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But I really enjoy the humor in this book. Brings me to my 4th highlight, which is the main character isn't overpowered, but he also doesn't feel very weak. That's sometimes a problem with monster main characters, is that either they're unbelievably weak or unbelievably strong very quickly. In this case, he's pretty weak, but he's not so weak that there's no hope. Yeah, very very clearly he's able to use the very basic skills he has to grow and become more powerful at a pretty steady rate throughout the series, or throughout the book one, which I really enjoy. I mean, I don't really like it when all of a sudden a character can do everything within like 5 chapters, and I also don't like it to where they have one skill and then it, like, you don't see a lot of growth pretty much at all for a very long time. There's a consistency of growth. So the main character sees the problem, Anthony sees the issues he's faced with, and he wants to do that growth, which for me is key to the story being interesting. And that brings me actually to the 5th one, which is the audio. I listened to this in audio. It is read by Jeff Hayes and Annie Ellicott in a duet, mainly by Jeff Hayes, however, which are always good choices for narrators. If you've read or listened to anything they've read before or they've narrated before, mwah, they're amazing. They know what they're doing, and they add a lot of character and humor and depth to the story that already is full of those things. Lighthearted internal banter, in particular Jeff Hayes' very intense reactions to what Rhino Z puts on the screen, which I really enjoy. He's very, very good at his job. So those are my 5 highlights. Definitely suggest you pick up the book yourself if you have time or an inclination to read it or listen to it. I'll leave a link in the description. If you would like to support me, you can still support me over on my Patreon, but I will be removing that, taking that down shortly. I'm switching everything over to Substack because it's easier to manage, quite frankly. It's just an easier system, and I can manage multiple Substacks at once, which is what I kind of need for the various types of work that I do. It's just a better system in general. It's more user-friendly. I enjoy Substack more. So you can also find my Substack link there as well, where you can get early access to these videos, early access to chapters I write. Occasionally I'll have people come in and do pieces of artwork or whatever. So yeah, you can feel free to subscribe there if you wish to support me, or maybe go take a look at my books as well. All right, thank you very much for your time. And, yeah, good night and good luck.